In today's video lesson, we're gonna talk about conditional sentences type 3. We will speak about form, function, we'll have a look at the most frequent mistakes, and we'll get some practice. If Emma had married Tom, she would have lived in a beautiful house in the country. This sentence consists of two clauses, the if clause and the main clause or the result clause. See in the picture, Tom proposed to marry him, but she refused. She didn't want to marry him. And you see two types of houses. This is the house where Tom lives and the house where Mary lives now. She would have lived in a beautiful house in the country if she had agreed to marry him. The second example. I wouldn't have left if you had called me in advance, but you didn't call and I left the office. The result clause wouldn't have left. The if clause had called. As in all conditional sentences, the order of clauses is not fixed. You may start with if clause, you may start with the main clause. But if you start with the if clause, mind your punctuation. The meaning is identical. Do these sentences refer to something that happened or something that didn't happen? Yes, you are right, something that didn't happen. And this is the form that we use: if plus had plus past participle, if had married, if had called for the if clause, and the main clause would have plus past participle, would have lived, would have left, or wouldn't have left. We use it something imaginary which didn't happen in the past. There is always some implication of regret or sometimes criticism with this type of conditional sentences. Usually, when we use type 3, we want to show that the reality is opposite, the opposite of or contrary to what the sentences really express. You can also use modals in the main clause instead of would to express the degree of certainty, permission, or a recommendation about the outcome. Let's have a look at some examples. If I hadn't stopped doing physical exercises, I could have become a good player. If I hadn't stopped doing physical exercises, I could have become a good player. Past possibility, a bit of regret. They might have moved to another city if they had earned more money. They might have moved to another city if they had earned more money. Past probability, you are not 100% certain. You should have bought flowers if you had decided to impress her. You should have bought flowers if you had decided to impress her. A recommendation or advice. And let's have a look at the most frequent mistakes. You will see 3 wrong sentences. Let's see if you can spot the mistake and correct them. And the right answer is: I would have invited you if I had known you were in the city. And the right answer is: if I had asked him, he would have helped me. And the right answer is: if I'd had a phone yesterday, I would have called you. Now it's time to get some practice. We are going to watch a short movie about the day in the life of a surgeon resident. Watch it and tell me what could have been done differently to have a happy ending. If it's too complicated to formulate your thoughts, here is what I came up with.